Hello, everyone.
Hello. Hello.
Welcome.
Welcome. We're really synchronized, right?
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we wanted to welcome everyone to this equinox meditation, equinox peace meditation. And we're really grateful you're here with us today to amplify this incredible light field, incredibly powerful moment that we are in.
Yeah, it's very special. We're in a special year, and so are the equinoxes, which will amplify so much of that new that's coming in this year.
Mhm.
So we always love to know where you're from. Let us know underneath this video so that we can make all of us aware of the net of love around our beautiful planets. We always feel when we read where everybody's coming from, like that these light bulbs all turn on and we see the entire earth lit up. So please let us know. That's wonderful.
And also, please share this video so the resonance of unity that we create here together may touch many hearts. We will be supporting and amplifying a field of divine grace in our meditation today. And we would love this blessing to touch many people around the world who need it at this moment in time.
Yeah, it's been so strong for us the last weeks in our inner work with all these beautiful light beings that they stress to us the importance of bringing the awareness to divine grace that's available for all of us. May not look like that sometimes in the outside world, but it truly is, and it's a field that's so important to hold in these times. Yeah. Thank you for being with us.
Yeah, and if you're just coming in now, please share where you're from. We love to read where you're from. So today's transmission is about amplifying the field of divine grace, the field that is present beyond the daily narratives that we face in today's world. As light workers and healers, we're here to bring in the high resonance fields, the high cosmic light, to create a field so potent to really manifest the world that we feel in our hearts. So we want to talk a little bit today about the theme that is it's been around for a long time, but we see a lot of people struggling with it still, and that is the struggle with external narratives and
Yeah.
reclaiming our own story rather than being pulled into somebody else's story for their benefit, but not ours.
We see that a lot, these narratives, these stories at the moment in the outer world, in the struggle with all the misery that has been presented through many channels. Yeah, so there's really a big inner work for all the light workers to be done on that. Yeah. So let's
Yeah.
talk a little bit about that, right? Because what we see and what people share with us is that many people at this time are psychologically and emotionally struggling with this spectrum of narratives, all these stories that are being presented. And in our school, the question we have been asking consistently since inception is, how do you bring yourself back to sovereign authorship over your reality? And then again and again, because this is really a training that we need to go through, bringing ourselves back to our sovereign authorship over our reality. And
Mhm.
every time we leave that domain, we come back to it again and again.
Mhm.
So, yeah, it's an important question for each and every one of us to contemplate.
Yeah, and it feels like we keep coming back to this theme because it is related to this 180-degree shift that we need to make in order to come really truly into our own power. We're not separated from what is happening in the outer world, but we can find that field within ourselves and we can interact with it in ourselves as is related to our personal life path. So we've been contemplating this and talking about this with various members of our community, and a question that's really come up is how do we recognize and become immune to propaganda, and what is propaganda? This is something that we can break down for ourselves, you know. So this term, it refers to bias or misleading information that's spread to influence us, to influence public opinion, to promote particular agendas. It's often used in politics. We know that. This is not new. It's used in advertising. We know all about that. In war efforts, we know all about that. All kinds of ideological movements to shape people's beliefs, emotions, behaviors, and it can go very, very deep. This is why coming into our inner world, beyond what the stories are from the outer world, will bring us to the truth of how we interact with the energy fields, because we are a part of that energy field. We're not a part of it. And the interpretation of that energy field can be made through our own system as related to the way we experience it inside. So
Yeah.
it's really advice to kind of like be aware when something is very persuasive, emotional, it's appealing to your emotions rather than to logic, then to just, have a ding ding bell go on, say, what is it inside that is beyond the story, that is in the energy field that we are collectively living in today? Because that's where the truth of my experience and how I can engage with that energy field best, that's where the information comes in.
Yeah, and what we see happening, and many of us see that when that happens, is that there is a tendency to have this whole polarization. Some people say, I agree, I don't agree, I am for, I'm against, I think this person is right, this person is wrong, this person is a victim, and the other one is the aggressor. And I can keep on going like that.
Mhm.
But we really invite you to go deeper and beyond that. If you sense that in yourself, that you feel like, okay, I have the feeling I need to choose for a side, one or the other, then you know you are invited to go inside and see what it truly is that is happening inside of you, and to come back to your own senses. Yeah, we know that if a story is hooking us or that's nagging us, then we need to go inside. So open yourself to exploring what's happening in your inner world. Why is a story bugging you? There's information here for you, but it's not the information you are being fed by the forces who are vying for your energy in a way. It's information that is the most important information for you to grow your unique and your personal soul path. And that is, of course, also the perspective that we have from our school's perspective, to grow our soul. Our soul growth is the most important thing in these times, to come back to our sovereignty and to be the one we truly are. So
Mhm.
your work as a light worker is to unhook your energy. Sorry. From any external story that is spun in order to hook you in a way. So through spiritual work, your mission is to be aligned with your inner sovereignty rather than manipulated into someone else's story. And that's for any story. Yeah? That can be small stories in your surrounding or bigger stories. So if you are not, then the objective is to come back to this state of inner coherence and sovereignty. And you know it when you're there, because there is no such thing as an inner fight. There is a peaceful state. There's clarity. And yeah, I mean, you may have to do inner work to get there, to unhook from this outer story. But when you do, the energy becomes so liberated that you can consciously use it in the way that you choose, which may be completely outside of any story you're being told by outer sources.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
Yes, and it's interesting because the question has come up from people in our community, is this spiritual bypassing when we are not engaging? And the reminder is, if you are really honest and authentic with what's happening inside of yourself, then this is not bypassing. It's only when you ignore what you're thinking, what's truly your thinking, what's truly your feeling, what's truly your sensing, that then becomes a bypassing. But by disengaging with the stories as they're being told on the outside, that's not a bypassing process. This is about you reclaiming your own power over your own story and what you want to be creating in this world, which is something very beautiful. And it may already be much more balanced and much more whole and peaceful than what we are seeing people go through in the outer world. So just a
Because I mean,
reminder.
we know that the spiritual world goes before, right? Before creation. So that's
Absolutely.
where the difference is in the work that we do. Yeah.
Absolutely. So what we're creating on the inside, we see later on the outside, but it's getting so fast that it doesn't take long anymore. And so just a reminder, work on your own inner peace, coherency inside of yourself, balance, and allow yourself to live that at a time when it would almost appear impossible. It's not impossible. It's absolutely possible.
Yeah, and I want to add one more thing because sometimes people translate this in, but how do I care for my other human beings who are suffering or who need help? It has nothing to do with that. Of course, we are there for our human fellow beings all around the world. We give love, we share, we do whatever it takes to support our neighbors or our family or whoever. That's not what this is about. The love is there and the care is there. But this is the inner practice that helps to bring the world into greater balance on all sides.
Mhm.
So talking about that, let's dive into the subject that has come in such a big way, and we want to share it from our heart with you, which is divine grace. Because as we have arrived in the age of Aquarius, also astrologically, there's a lot to say about it, but we'll do that hopefully in another moment. And
Mhm.
the energies are full of purification, deconstruction, and in parallel, new creation. We would like to invite each and every one of you to open yourself to receive divine grace in this time. It may feel kind of a contrast to all the suffering that many of you see in the world, and that some of you may experience in your heart, but divine grace is there for each and every one, and it holds in it all possibilities. Just imagine all possibilities when that comes in. And to receive it would be a radical act if humanity will receive that. And we invite you to allow divine grace to the theme to be the theme as we move through this whole equinox eclipse season and all the months and this year to come to do a practice every day. Many do practices on gratitude, but the practice of divine grace and the receiving of divine grace is another one to bring into your work of silence. Yeah.
Yeah. When we open our systems to a state of divine grace, we open into a reality where everything is possible, the unlimited, that which is beyond the logical mind, that is beyond our comprehension. But we need to be able to receive, willing to receive. So it's really about expanding our ability to receive that which is so beyond our imagination.
Mm.
And when we feel we can't, to ask the angels to help us open to be able to receive this divine grace because it is so present, it is so pregnant in the field. There are so many ascended beings and light beings who are inviting us into this space. You know, the realm of grace is a state of divine flow. It's unconditional love, spiritual upliftment that transcends our ordinary human limitations, what we've become used to. It's more than just mercy or forgiveness. It's really an energetic presence, a divine force that uplifts us, that heals us, and transforms us in ways that seem impossible. It's a living field of divine energy that can be received, transmitted, experienced. And in Christian mysticism, grace is the gift of divine presence that sanctifies and transforms our soul. And that's what really interests us. It's not something we earn, it's something that we open ourselves to receive.
It's beautiful. As we connect to the new energies of the equinox, we invite this opening to divine grace to be gifted with blessings, with new perceptions, states of awareness, and realities that are beyond our current understanding for our benefit and for the benefit of all humanity and all of life. So, this theme of receiving divine grace, of praying for divine grace for humanity, is a beautiful one to stay with through the whole season, the whole eclipse season that has just started. Yeah, so yeah, grace is a blessing, isn't it? It's a divine blessing, and it's given to us by the Divine Mother. And we can call in this grace by establishing a higher vibrational field of intention, of prayer and creation. And in any situation, we can all call in the field of grace. It's the grace of the Divine Mother who's always there for us. So in this case, we move into an active state of Shakti, using our spiritual power to draw in the power that creates miracles in our world. And we need that. We need it. That does not need any explanation. So many blessings are available to us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In divine timing, when we
Yeah.
open to receiving this level of love, we can really we can create the internal conditions to receive these spiritual blessings from the divine realms. And there are all kinds of practices for that. We know that you are doing these practices, and this is what we are committed to. And let's continue. We can
Let's
maybe,
continue.
we'll continue, and let's move together into our inner worlds now and support the building of this higher vibrational field to be able to receive what is there for us.
Yeah. So we invite you to prepare yourself for the meditation of today. So make yourself comfortable for this meditation of divine grace. Make sure you're sitting or lying down in a comfortable position so you can breathe in and out easily. And bring now all of your awareness from the outside world to the inside world. Letting go of any stories. And use your breath to release any stories that are still in your system somewhere. To fully arrive into your inner sacred space. Your inner sanctuary. Into your inner silence and stillness. And draw several deep breaths, releasing yourself completely from the outside world. And see as lines of energy are dissolving to everything on the outside. And the outside world is becoming just a dream, a distant dream. And you are sinking even deeper into your inner stillness and silence. A silence that is so great that it is profoundly rejuvenating. Allow yourself to fall deeper and deeper into this source of all life. This place from which all creation emerges. Just let yourself surrender into this beautiful silence, bountiful nothingness for a few moments. Knowing you are fully cared for and all your needs are met. Connect now in your own way to Mother Earth and to the galactic central sun. Sending them love and gratitude for everything in your life. Now sink deeply into the sacred space of your hearts. Sink deeply into this space by intention. Your inner temple, in this deep connection to Source. Everything you need is tended to. And allow your system to surrender. Surrender into a state of safety, peace, and bliss. Knowing that you are held in the field of the Divine Mother, which is a field of such unconditional love that any worry or anxiety in your system begins to dissolve. Allow yourself to release all anxiety, all worries, and know and trust that there is a greater purpose to what you are living in the present time. Surrender to the space of the one heart. Knowing that your higher self knows exactly how to take care of you. How to guide you safely and perfectly revealing to you the next step on your divine path. Feel this surrender. Feel how good it is to let go of everything that is not yours to solve. Feel this field of deep relaxation and trust. Become aware that your system is ready to receive. See, sense, feel, or know that thousands of healing angels are coming into your fields for this special moment, which is potent with promise. And now welcome Mary Magdalene, Jeshua, Mother Mary, Isis, Hathor, and Kuan Yin into our midst. And as you focus your energy deeper in your inner temple, we invite you to call on El Moria, Lord of the first ray of divine will and power. As a great master of Shambhala, he has unwavering strength, leadership, and devotion to the divine plan. And he's here to assist us in aligning with our soul's mission, cultivating courage and embracing our divine sovereignty. The divine presence begins to amplify even more with the Elohim entering our fields. Feel how the field of unconditional love deepens in their presence. All are perfectly aligned with the sacred geometry of our cosmic divine mother. Now take a moment to be consoled by the Divine Mother Sophia, who is here to heal any of your sadness, grief, pain, or suffering you may be feeling at this time. take a moment to be consoled by her. Now move your awareness to the sacred space of your heart and allow this space to open to the field of love that is growing with each moment. With conscious intention, open your heart to this field, which is potent with boundless divine grace. Many more divine beings are coming into this field in order to bestow their blessings of unconditional love as your spiritual upliftment is the blessing they give themselves. Feel, sense, see, or know that the divine presence is amplifying and it is here to heal, to sanctify, and to transform your soul. The field of divine grace is ever more potent, and the angels invite you to open more, even more. And with intention, ask to be opened, to be able to receive the great blessings that are available for you. Here is 𝐻𝐻𝐿𝐻𝐻. Open and surrender as the field of divine grace begins to descend into your system, through your chakras, into your organs, your nervous system, everything can be healed through the blessing of divine grace. This is a state of consciousness that defies understanding, as it originates from a realm of infinite possibility and blessing. Allow this divine blessing to wash through your system and to bring in a new reality, one which you may not even be able to imagine, but which gifts you with a new way of being in the world. This sacred love is infinite and infinitely powerful. It is a powerful and luminous, radiant spiritual force that has existed since the beginning of creation. And as you receive the healing light, see, sense, feel, or know that there is a vast, luminous presence before you. The Divine Mother in her most radiant form. She may come as a soft, glowing light, as a figure robed in celestial hues, or simply as a presence that fills you with an overwhelming sense of peace. However she appears, trust in her form and all is well. And she reaches toward you, and with the gentlest touch, the stream of shimmering golden white light begins to flow into your being. It pours first into your heart, warming and softening every space within. This light moves effortlessly through you, reaching all places that long for healing, physical, emotional, and spiritual. Feel it dissolving all burdens, soothing all wounds, and restoring every part of you to wholeness. Rest in this transmission, allowing yourself to simply receive. And if emotions arise, let them pass through like waves. And if silence fills you, let it be a sacred silence, carrying the voice of the Mother's grace. And as the light continues to flow, sense that you are not alone. You are part of a vast and luminous lineage of souls who have walked the path of devotion before you. The Divine Mother in all her forms has cradled countless beings in her arms. And now she holds you with that same infinite tenderness. And she speaks to you, not in words, but in a deep knowing that deeply touches your soul. You are whole. You are loved. You are forever held in my grace. You are showered with infinite blessings. Open yourself to receive these blessings as you are my divine child. Let these words weave themselves into your very essence, anchoring their truth within you. They are yours to keep and to return to whenever you need them. As the healing light gently begins to settle, take a deep breath, feeling the love of the Divine Mother now living within you. The Divine Mother responds to each and every prayer we have, and know that everything is possible. She will do anything for you, for all of us, provided it is intended to heal and better our worlds. Feel into the prayers of your hearts and stay present and open to the precious gifts of grace from the cosmic realms. Ask and be willing to forgive. Forgive yourself and forgive others. And allow yourself to come into a new level of liberation and inspiration through the grace of the Divine Mother. And from this space, we will ask the Divine Mother to bestow blessings and healing on all members of our community. And from this space of divine grace, we will issue a prayer for humanity. We ask the Divine Mother to bring divine blessings and grace to the entire human family at this time. From this high vibrational field of intention and creation, we pray for humanity to receive the grace of the Divine Mother to support the human family in entering its next phase of evolution. We intentionally direct our spiritual power and ask for the blessing of peace within ourselves and peace within humanity. And we will hold this field for a few moments. Now slowly prepare yourself to come back while simultaneously stay focused in this inner field of peace, knowing that you are blessed and unconditionally loved, and that the Divine Mother is always here to support you and to nourish you in ways that are far beyond your imagination. Take a moment to thank all the benevolent light beings that have been with us in this work. Thank them in your own way. And while experiencing the blessing of grace inside of you, you bring your awareness to your breath and you take a deep inhale and exhale. And you start slowly moving your body. You wiggle your fingers and your toes. You may want to stretch a little bit. Take a deep breath in and out. Become fully aware of your physical body and the space where you are sitting or lying down. Make really gentle movements with your body to experience your physical body. And when you are ready, you slowly open your eyes and you refocus your eyesight into the space where you are. We ask you to drink lots of pure water today and ground in nature. And we thank you from our hearts for being with us today. Namaste.
Namaste.